Hello everyone, James here with Watch Collectors Guild. I know it's been a while since my last video, but I didn't forget about you guys. Just been busy, wrapping things up for the end of the year. It's 2021 coming to an end. It's December, holidays, visiting family and whatnot. And just work in general. Just crazy things happening, like today. Was trapped in an elevator for 2 hours, so that was an interesting experience, but luckily got out okay. And the other two people, got to talk to them, meet some new people, so nobody was hurt, so can't complain too much. But I wanted to talk about watches that are gift watches. So I wanted to talk about, if you're thinking about getting somebody a watch, and maybe most of y'all watching this video, you probably already know watches well, but maybe you're just thinking, okay, I know I have a watch collector friend or someone significant, family member. I want to get them something special, and I know they like watches, so where do I look? And then price range too. So this video is going to exclude a whole lot of watches, but I wanted to kind of stick in a certain price range, and that's $80 to probably the low $200 price range. And for some people that's a modest gift, for others that's a huge, very nice gift. I remember if I got a watch like that when I was in college, or a teenager or something like that, that would be an awesome watch. And even still, if as a watch collector, if anybody got me any of these, I'd be impressed. And it's always special too to kind of like show that, okay, I know you like this hobby, and I did a little research and chose something I thought you'd like, and they're gonna love that no matter what. But I also wanted it to be a little bit advisory, because being that there are so many watch brands out there and so many fashion watch brands, you have to kind of be careful, because if you don't know too much about watches, you might first look at those fashion watches because they're names you recognize, like your department store names, your Nautica, Tommy Hilfiger, Kenneth Cole, all those sorts of watches. You're gonna see, oh yeah, those are nice clothes, and they have a watch, and maybe this will make a good gift. It looks really cool. But in reality, a lot of those watches, they're not always well made, or they're just like the clothes. They're kind of trendy at that season, but they don't really last the test of time. So better to stick with true watch brands that mostly only do watches. And what I've got in front of you are 4 watch brands that I think fit this category well. 2 of these brands, they're easy to find. They're major brands. The other one is a micro brand that you have to buy online, and the other is a major brand, but it's a Russian brand, so you have to still buy it online. It's not going to be too common, at least in the United States, other than ordering from Russia. Alright, so let's dive in. So if you looked at these, could you even tell which one is going to be in that lower end? So if we're going $80 to the 200s, which would be the 80, it'd actually be this one here. So the Vostok. So I'm not going to get too technical with these on what they can do, but just kind of want to quickly go over the basics. So this Vostok. So this is the Vostok Amphibia. It's a dive watch, an automatic dive watch. So a lot of watch collectors, they love automatic movements. So it's powered by the motion of your body. There's no changing batteries. It just as long as you keep moving or wind it, it goes, and it will have to be serviced over time because it's mechanical. So it's run by gears and spring. So it is a little machine on your wrist, almost like an engine. This one here, so you're not going to have the crystal, so you have instead you have acrylic, so it's a plexiglass or plastics, so it's going to be kind of vulnerable to scratches. So you do have to consider that. But I think the Vostok mentality is more about swapping parts out. So it's cheap to replace this if you scratch it up too much. So they can keep their costs down low by doing that. And if you want more info on Vostoks, I have another video on them. I'm going to kind of go over more technical details, but I don't want to have this video run too long. Now, the other thing to consider is the warranty. So I could be wrong on this. I can't read Russian, but I did look online and saw 12 months is the warranty on Vostoks as far as noticing any defects. So you have 12-month period from your purchase to have those resolved. Okay, so the next watch is, in terms of these here, is Aragon. So this one here was about exactly $100. So this is the Aragon Hiro, and Aragon themselves have a range of watches. Now the style here is different. So Aragon's kind of goes for the bulkier style, kind of your Invicta, if you've seen those watches, kind of big and bold. I don't know what you'd call it, just kind of tough as well. So you've got this big chunk of steel on your wrist. I really like this one actually. So this one has a bezel so the bezel is this ring, and you can see here that it has, you can adjust the bezel from this knob here, and it's also it's like a second crown. It also screws down. So this is also a diver's watch too, which are very popular among watch collectors right now. Now this one, and pretty much all the Aragons I've seen, they have an exhibition case back. So this too is an automatic movement. Now this automatic movement is actually made by Seiko instruments, like Seiko, like the watch brand, and they sell those movements to what they call micro brands. So companies like this Aragon that pretty much design their own cases and dials and everything, but for movements they get them from Seiko. Now I didn't mention it, but this Aragon automatic movement, sorry, not Aragon, this Vostok automatic movement, Vostok makes their own automatic movement. So that's what you would call an in-house movement, because the watch company itself made it. So these Aragons, like, if it's a person that's maybe a little bit more flashy, enjoys the bold look, or somebody you know that would enjoy that weight on their wrist, then I would say to go with Aragon. Now those two you have to buy online, but the watches that are pretty much available at most places watches are sold are going to be these two here. So Citizen and Seiko. Now Citizen on this watch, let's see. So these two guys are going to be about the same. They're, in terms of price, they're going to be somewhere around $200. I would say you might find some cheaper, you know, but these two models right here are around that price range, considering sale pricing. Actually, so if you were to say, hey, if this one wasn't on sale for the same price, then it would be this guy here. So it would be the next one in line. So this guy is going to be, like I said, around 200, and that's normal. You might find it less if it's on sale. But this is the Seiko 5. So the 5 line is a group of automatic watches as well. Now the Seiko movement in this watch is going to be pretty much the same as the movement in this watch here, as I understand. They're going to have different names, but this one's going to be like the Seiko in-house for their own watches. You can see here they've put the exhibition case back as well. And it's a good looking watch. So I think these Seiko 5s are very well finished. You know, they have some thickness to them. If the person you're buying this watch for is more classic style, and you know, kind of likes to stick around there, then I would go with the Seiko 5 selection. And the warranty too. I didn't mention this on but let's step back. So on this Aragon's warranty, this Aragon is a 2-year warranty on defects. And I don't know if they're strict on this, but it says you have to register it within 30 days of buying the watch. Now the Seiko, at least in the US, is I believe a 3-year warranty on defects. Now the final watch, so the Citizen. So Citizens range all over the place too. You know, you can get them for less. This one had a high MSRP, but you know, with a lot of times these Citizens, I've seen them on sale. So, you know, with the sale, like this particular one, let's say it was on the low 200s. And Citizen also does a lot of like Marvel themed watches and Disney and other things like that. So if you know they're a watch collector and you know they like you know, certain comics characters, then Citizen might be the way to go. And the other thing too is so this is a different type of movement. So Citizen's specialty is their Evodrive. So this is a movement that's a quartz movement that is powered by sunlight. So it's a solar powered watch. And it has a long reserve too. So even if it's not in the sun often, the little sunlight it'll get will keep it charged a long time. The other things to look out for on these is if you can pick up a titanium one. I think a Citizen Titanium Evodrive is like, it's just it's great for a watch collector. They would love that. This is a watch that's, it's tough. You know, it's titanium. It's going to be able to withstand a whole lot. It's got the sapphire crystal, so if it has titanium case, and then it's probably going to have the sapphire crystal as well, since that's kind of like their higher end. It does not have the exhibition case back, so you won't be able to see the movement, at least on this one. They might have some that do. So, but I think this was actually a gift from me, for my wife. So this one's like real special to me. And titanium is so light, so I can put this thing on and just forget about it, and it's there with me, and it's reliable and just powered by the sun. So gotta love it. On automatic watches, you have to remember that if they're not wearing it daily, then they're gonna have to reset the days. Oh yeah, and sorry, the citizen warranty. So the citizen warranty is the longest warranty. So it's a 5-year on defects, and if you register on at least in the U.S., if you register on their website, you get an additional year. So then you get it warranted for 6 years. So if that's a big factor that's influencing your decision, then yeah, that's the winner there. All right, y'all. Well, happy holidays, and hope you find some great watches. If that's why you're here, if you're trying to get some advice, then I'd recommend these, you know. But I'm sure whatever you get them, they're gonna love, because it's from you and you know them. All right, y'all. Take care.